everyone. I'm Darlene Wesley, and I very much look forward to hearing about everyone's research. As for myself, my research explores race, gender, and social activism in 19th century antebellum America. I intend to show that although American history often portrays black women as victims, domestic workers, laborers, field laborers, as breeders and wet nurses, that actually black women were often social agents who fought against slavery, racist ideologies, and fought for social justice. That these women fought against scientific racism, gender-based ideologies, as well as class divisive social structures. Nevertheless, these women are often overshadowed and overlooked by historical narration of men, white and black men. I would like to explore what roles did black women play in social activism, which sought to end slavery and to transition into emancipation. What role did black women play in the political and social elements of Reconstruction? My research will explore answers to these questions and bring light to the black female social agent who played vital roles in American history. My research will conduct a case study on California in the 19th century and explore numerous black women and their individual diverse experiences. For example, Mary Ellen Pleasant, she's also known as the mother of civil rights in 19th century California, and she was a very wealthy black woman through her entrepreneurship, and she very much financed a large part of the Underground Railroad efforts from California. And there's also Jenny Carter, who is a black journalist and essayist who wrote about slavery, race, women's suffrage, and politics. And she did so during a time it was very dangerous to discuss these topics. And she used her voice as the tool for her social agency. Also, there's Bridget Mason, and she's a real estate entrepreneur and founder of the AMC Church. She also used her voice as a tool of social agency, and she also created many different social organizations for black women to fight for social justice and to fight for inequality. Interestingly about her, she came to California as a slave and fought for her freedom through the California court systems. I would like to show how these black women and additional black women that I have yet to find through more research that I will do, how many of these black women participated and also financially supported the Underground Railroad. These women were leading female agents for social justice. My research will have limitations through time and space, the time being the 19th century, the second half of the 19th century from 1850 to 1899, and the space being California. I've chosen California because of its unique history. California was actually a free state in the Union. Although it's a free state in the Union, it does not mean that the lives of the free blacks were so much better than those enslaved states. California was very much immersed in slave culture because, for instance, there was a lot of slaves and masters that came from slave states into California to work. This was a time during the California Gold Rush, so there were many slaves on free soil that worked in the mines, and you even had some free blacks that would work for low wages to pay for the freedoms of some of these slaves, I don't know, through falling in love or, through different stories. And also a lot of these free slaves had family members, either spouses or children that still resided in slave states. You also had a lot of runaway slaves that may have been trying to seek refuge in California, as well as the Fugitive Slave Act, which was very much a part of California history, because when Mexico succeeded California, when the Constitution was drafted, it was at the same time that the Fugitive Slave Act was also being drafted. And this very much impacted the lives of the free blacks in California. My research will try to explore black feminist theories. One that I'm interested in is the theory of intersectionality, the one that we discussed in some of our readings with W.E.B. Du Bois. Interestingly enough, also the mother of civil rights, Mary Pleasant, W.E.B. Du Bois also discussed her in The Souls of Black Folks, and he said that she was strangely effective and influential. My sources will include a wide range of primary and secondary sources that will also discuss social feminism, which challenges the exclusion of black women as social agents in history. And again, like I said, with intersectionality, I would like to examine the interconnectedness of race, gender, and class. And these sources will explore that, as well as the personal experiences of these women through slave narratives, through memoirs, the U.S. Census for that time, through primary sources that will include newspapers from that time, family papers, court documents, court proceedings. I will also look at different legislation. It will also include scholarly books and scholarly articles and journals and just a wide range of sources. I very much look forward to hearing your feedback, and thank you so much for listening about my research.